Yeah, good evening, friends. Again, welcome to our new interview session. So today we have 4 members here, and I'm your host and interviewer as well. So we will start with our interview with the topic, and the topic is React router and routing as well. So we will convert this meet. So let's ask first question to Vishal. Directly jumping onto the question. So Vishal, your question is, what are React router and how do we install it and use it?
Yeah, so basically React Router is a library that provides routing capability to React application. Uh, uh, Routing is we can define routing two types like client side routing or server side routing. Basically, in simple word, I would like to say like if I want like understand you in a simple word. So routing is when we routing help us to represent other component without refreshing the page. Or the second question which you asked, like how can we install routing? So this simple method is installing routing, like with the help of npm install. Like there is a one like command. Uh, npm install routing. I don't know the exact command, but this is something like the command is. So with the help of this command, we can install routing, and yeah, we can work on it.
Okay, fine. So for our users, let me reiterate whatever you just told us. So routing is a process of like switching your components. Like if you have one component and you want to switch it to another component, let's say another section, log in to sign up page or sign up to cart up page. So for that, you need routing or routers, React routers, because your React app is a single page application, and inside single page application, you can't switch to another index.html file. So within the page, you need to switch different components, and for that reason only you use React router. And the command for installing the React router is npm install and then React router DOM. So React is a library, and React router DOM is a package that you need to install to use the routing. Nice. Let's go to Karan. So Karan, you need to tell me what are components in React, how we define a component, and how we use it.
Okay. So basically, what React is basically a library of JavaScript. Okay. So what React helps us? So it helps us to make components in a website. It divides the website in small components so that it is easy to understand for a programmer or someone who is writing a code. So components are basically the we can say it is like a div in which we are setting components. It is like a function in which we are. So the components help us to like structure the user interface properly in different components, like in different types. So that's all component is.
Okay, good.
And that is how we use JSX inside React to manipulate those.
Okay, good.
Those components.
Nice, fine. So as you told that React is basically made upon the components. Components are simple function, and a unit of your code base, whole code base. Those are differently made out of components. So yeah, good, nice. So Mahin, you tell me what are the different components or main components provided by React router, and how do they work together?
Okay, so basically, there are components like first is a browser router. We is the main component. We need to wrap our main component like a app inside the browser router. So after wrapping the main app component, and after that we can use the browser means use the React router of all where we want. Okay, and after that, we are using the routes. We are using this. There is a route. We need to wrap the all route inside of the route, and after that, in the route is a self-link tag, and inside this we need to mention the path equal to, if it's the home page, so just simply slash home page. And after there is a one more thing, element equal to this curly braces. We need to pass that particular component, like there is a home, so just write like a home. This is the word component provided by the React router norm, and how we can use it.
Okay, fine, nice. No need to explain further. So Kirtika, you need to tell me about what are routes the routes component in React and how to use it? Like an example, if you would give, it would be better.
Okay. So routes are a component to use the routing in the React application. So it helps us to navigation of a one component to another component to routing. So example, we have to give a first of all we have to install the packages. After that, we have to import the routes. So routes inside the routes, we will give a different route. So we have to give both routes and route. So inside that our link, we have to give a tag of a routes. Inside that we give a route. So inside the route, we have to give the path. First of all, path to giving the what is the part of the our component, that is what we going to use with that. Next, we will give an element or a component. Inside that, we'll give the component name. So through which we can easily navigate from a one component to another component. That is that in a single page application, if we want to give from home, this is a page we have to click, it will go for a home. And if I want to go to about or any other pages over there, this route will be useful to navigate from home to about or any other pages. This is how we use the route over here.
Okay, fine. Nice. Very good example and very good explanation. So jumping on to Vishal. So Vishal, you need to tell me about what are links component in React? Like you have links. So how do we use it and how to use it?
Yeah, we have link components in React router. So basically, link is used to whenever we want to create a link using we can create using link component. Just import link from React router DOM, and then we will use link, or inside that we put our link.
Yeah, fine. So link is a component in React React router. React router provides us a link, and those links are mostly used to change the URL of the page, so that whatever URL we have set into the URL, React routes checks that URL, and basically it renders the element according to that URL. Fine. So Karan, you tell me about what are states in React.
States in real. Okay. So I don't know about the states right now. Like
Okay,
I
no
not
worries, no
read
worries.
about it.
Yeah, so I have a backup question for you. You need to tell me about what are JSX and what is the importance of JSX in building the React application.
Okay. So basically, JSX is a format like it is basically a format through which we can write HTML inside the JavaScript only. Like what we are doing before React, if we want to write like we can't write HTML inside JavaScript, which is making our code more bigger and more complex to read. So that's why React is introduced, and that's why JSX is introduced. So that we can write those HTML tags inside the JavaScript only, so that we can manipulate from there only. We don't have to write two times. Okay, because what is happening before, we are making the HTML page, full HTML page, then we are selecting those tags inside JavaScript, then we are giving them properties. But with the help of JSX, what we can do, we can simply write those tags inside the JavaScript only and manipulate them from there only. So there is no need to do the work twice. So that the workload is going down. And about JSX, so basically JSX is a format which and we can use JSX inside JavaScript with the help of 𝗶𝗶. 𝗶𝗶 is a software through which we can use JSX inside the JavaScript only. So that's all. And
Nice.
what React basically does, React basically converts these JSX files into React create element with the help of 𝗶𝗶, so that we can use.
Fine, absolutely right. So I'll move to next interviewee. So mine, you need to tell me the concept of private routing and how do we set up a private route?
So basically, first, what is private routing? The private routing are we need to separate some routes, like some path to instead of public routes. Like we have a dashboard, and we need to if user is authentication, so after authentication, user can access a particular route only. Now, instead, so we need to achieve that particular routing. For that, we are using private routes. So for that, first of all, we need to create two files. First is two components. First is like a all routes, is public routes, and second one is a private route. So in private route, what generally we do just create a component like a function, and inside of this we pass the condition like is also so it is also it return the children, whatever So these children is come from the public routes. In public route, we are defined like a route. Inside route, we do path equal to whatever path slash dashboard. And after that, in element equal to, we need to wrap our that particular element like a dashboard inside the private route. So in private route and in the private route, we need to wrap our like a dashboard. And this is what our one first work is done, and after that we need to maintain that according to authentication. So we need in private routes we need to do first we need to access that tile. We are using the curly braces tile children inside the private route function parenthesis, and after that we need to just return the return is authentication question mark means ternary operator. If authentication is true, so return the children, otherwise return the navigate to a login page or something other thing. So how so private are very beneficial for us to separate the any page or any route. So this is what private route and use cases of private route.
Exactly. So you give a pretty detailed explanation. No need to further explain. So going to 𝗶𝗶𝗃. So 𝗶𝗶𝗃, you need to tell me, let's say I have some routes and I am going to a path, like I have a URL. So in that URL, I'm specifying a path which is not been handled by the routes. I mean, for that URL, I haven't used any route. So how to handle those edge cases and how to display a 404 page when you have something when you have like experienced this case.
Okay.
So yeah,
In such a case, we can use inside the route. We can use the switch tag. So inside a switch tag, we can mention the routes. And inside the routes, we are giving for whatever already mentioned paths are there. Example, paths and components, like 𝗏 paths and components are there. We will mention whatever 𝗏 about on a contact us, whatever path is there, we can give it. And for 404 not found, we should not mention any path over there. Without path, we can give directly component as a 404 not found, like that. We will give a component over there. So in such a case, it will navigate to every path. If it is not if the path is not matches with the if his path is not matches with the route, then we will go for the 404 not found. In such a case, it automatically navigate to that path. This is how we
yeah, nice, 𝗶𝗃𝗃. You explained very good. So I don't need to explain further. So next I would go to Vishal. So Vishal, you tell me about the navlink component. So React Router gives us a navlink component also. So what is the use of that navlink component?
Yes. So yeah, we have a navlink component also. So it's a special version of link component and adds a styling to the link when it matches to current URL. It is commonly used for navigation menu and navigation bars. Yeah, basically it's a like something like a link component.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. So navlink component is very similar to link, but it also comes with some benefits of it. Like you can add stylings to your nav links, like you have menus and options and about, those are menus. So you can add styling to them as well using nav links. Nice, good. So Mahin, you tell me about what are exact prop in React Router routes component. So in routes, there is a attribute called exact. So what is the use of it and why it is important?
Okay, so exact prop is the use for a scan to that particular route. You need to navigate to only this path only. It is for use cases of that for this. It and benefit is by using these our route on clicking that link or whatever we give it. So on clicking that it navigate to us only a particular that URL only, and it not goes like a somewhere some anything. So exactly what is the mean, we need to route need to navigate to us only that particular path whichever we do. So this is what exact.
Yeah, exactly. So rephrasing your answer, exact keywords make sure that whatever path we are putting onto the path attribute and whatever URL we have on the URL, so those URL and that path should exactly match. If it doesn't match even a single letter, then it would simply drop that route. Otherwise, it will route your respective components. Okay, so 𝗶𝗃𝗃, you need to tell me about the use of use param hook. Use param hook.
okay. So use parameter we will use over there. In case in a route, in a route we are giving a route component path, and after path we can give a with a colon we can give a parameters. So what is the use of the parameter params? So if we want to give a example, if we have a list of students inside it, we have a specific role of like a role one student I need means if I give a role of that student and roll number one means it will navigate only to the particular of student. So in such a case, like a query params, these are working like a exactly navigating to the particular user, like a particular what we ask for the UI. So in such cases, we are using a params. We are using in the syntax pay of a colon and the what is the params name. That's
Okay,
it.
fine. Nice, good. So you answered correct. So next I would ask Karan,
Pause the
pause the
recording for a
recording.
second.
Okay, so last question, Karan, for you is you need to explain the concept of virtual DOM and the benefits of it.
Okay. So virtual DOM. So React allows us to use virtual DOM. So it is the own DOM of React only. So what React does with that DOM? So whenever we want to render something or we want to render any components with the help of React. Okay. So what React does, it will only change the particular component which we updated. It did not change all the components. So what it does, whenever we want to update something, we are rendering something. So first of all, it goes to DOM and it change it. Okay, it refresh the whole page. But then what happens, it just make its own copy of virtual DOM. It makes the copy of virtual DOM so that if in future we update something, so the virtual DOM, the copy we made, the copy React made of the DOM, the changes happen only on that part only. So the updated part, like whenever we refresh the page, it will only update the part which is updated. It will not update the whole part, so that our website become more faster. So that is virtual DOM.
Okay, good. But a little correction to your answer. As you told that virtual DOM is a copy as a in-memory representation of our original DOM. So React has its own DOM, which is called virtual DOM. So whenever we make any changes we want to make any changes to the actual DOM, React first make those changes into the virtual DOM, and then it compares the virtual DOM and the old DOM, sorry, our main DOM. Then it sees the exact targets, and then it makes those changes. It reflects those changes into a main DOM. So,
that process is known as deferring or something.
No, it was on reconciliation or something like that. I don't remember.
The comparing part. When we compare that original DOM from the virtual DOM. That is, I think that is known as deferring or something like that.
It might have some technical terms currently out of my mind. So yeah, this was your virtual DOM. Nice. So with this, we have completed our 3 rounds with questions. Unfortunately, I haven't prepared the guess the output sections, but we will include these questions into our further interviews. So tomorrow is our last day of React, and after that we will be continuing our JavaScript journey. So on that journey, if you want to participate into these into that guest appearance link, and you need to fill up that form, and we will surely accept your invitation, and we will invite you. So for that, fill up that form. Until then, see you, and do like, comment, and share our videos. Thank you so much.
Bye.